So right now we have 9 people joining.
In the room.
All right, all right. Great
Hey
to see you
everybody,
again.
glad to see
We're,
everybody.
we're hosting this weekly workshop, and today we have the pleasure to have Oleg again on this workshop. So happy to have you, Oleg. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me, guys. Really excited about what you've built. Always amazed by the complexity and the depth. Like you think about workflows and about Clay and about everything that is how it's connected. So yeah, would be cool to explore.
This is a live update. So we don't get together in private to show you, but we make a whole event to show you the updates on what we are building with Extrovert. But so far, it's been such a great tool approaching the comments, which is such a pivotal pillar in for LinkedIn growth. So yeah, David's gonna showcase some of our developments.
Interesting,
Yeah,
interesting. I have been doing customer interviews last week, and I'm always like thinking like, okay, we do comments, and maybe we should do DMs as well. And I was asking my users, do you guys want DMs to come into Extrovert? Like, how do you think about DMs? And I was super surprised. Like, many users told me that they value comments more than DMs because just it gets more saturated. When you send DMs, you of course need to send DMs because it's where deals are closed, right? But it's getting more saturated, and people just ignore DMs more and more. And I'm kind of feeling that comments from something which is nice to have is transitioning into almost like an outreach channel, like something that you need more and more. So yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, totally. Today
Nice.
we really have a hot topic that is how to turn LinkedIn comments into clients.
David,
So
can you change this track because I don't really like it, or
yeah,
it's driving me
let's
crazy.
change it.
Thank
Let's
you.
change it. All right.
Let's see this one.
All right. All right. Drop it in the chat if you're using comments manually or using any tools to comment on your prospect. We have different use cases for comments. We've already discussed this in previous workshop with Oleg, but you can use comments to get notice from, let's say, LinkedIn creators that have huge audiences, and you comment on your posts that have a lot of reach. So you get noticed among those followers. You can use comments as well to nurture leads that you have engaged previously, and that's what I'm going to show you today, a workflow that you can actually copy and use it yourself. And the other use case is warming up leads before connecting to them. So that's a really cool use case that you can also launch and use Extrovert to do it. That is previous to sequence any connection campaign or whatever, you start commenting on the post. So when you send that connection note, they already know who you are, and the connection rate rise 2x. I would say in some cases. So that's really effective. I'm reading the chat now. Sarah says, "Is there a use case of automating inbound DMs, comment replies that come from a certain post?" Yeah, there are. Um, Actually, that's one thing that I'm going to show you today. So stay tuned, because at the end of the workshop, we're going to share as well the template.
Lead magnets, lead
CDA.
magnets. Yeah.
Oh, for lead magnets. Yeah, you can do the same. I mean, you need to adjust what you're going to share today, but you can then actually a similar process here.
Lead magnets is, sometimes it's like you're suffering from success, because if the lead magnet worked, you now need to deliver this. And I've been a couple of times where my lead magnets got high engagement, and it was pretty difficult to deliver the resource.
That's true. That's true. In some cases, we post those link magnet posts that really worked. Actually, we had a campaign running last quarter that was related to free posts that we made that quarter related to a playbook that we published, and we received almost 1,000 comments. So it was exciting to solve that issue, but we also get a lot of leads. For the ones that don't know who we are, with Marcos, we are the founders of Automate RevOps. We have been helping companies to deploy Clay workflows and any other automation and RevOps workflows. We have helped to achieve over 160 millions in pipeline generated for our clients, and also adding together all the communities that we are happy to promote our content. That is LinkedIn, YouTube, our Slack channel, our newsletter. We have more than 40,000 people that are engaging with our content regularly. So we're happy to share our thoughts, our value in the market, and we are a few of the Clay partners, solution partners, that are focused on training and enablement, and make that so special as well. Oleg, do you want to introduce yourself? Quick intro, so for the ones
Yeah,
that don't know who you are.
yeah, that would be nice. Thanks for having me. I first want to say that you guys are the most complicated guys that I know in Clay. Like, your workflows are something else, because usually it's like just, enrich this, enrich that, send an email, just very simple stuff. But you guys are like, I'm always amazed with your workflows. I'm the founder of Extrovert. So it's the tool that we will talk about today as the Clay workflow. It's basically the tool that allows you to nurture your leads, or to get more eyeballs on your profile on LinkedIn by using comments. And it's done in non-fully automated way. So it kind of suggests you stuff based on your expertise and based on your style, and you review and you approve only something that you like. Because usually with automated solutions, sometimes it's awkward, because the AI is not yet there yet where you can just blast full automation. So yeah, excited about GTM, always happy to connect on LinkedIn, and thanks for having me today.
All right, all right. Let's talk about extrovert too. Today, we have a slide actually that is about extrovert. So save your thoughts about extrovert, Oleg. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to pitch the full scope of your solution as well. But let's start with the promise for you guys that you will leave this session today knowing how you can use commenting on a workflow to nurture leads. I'm gonna share with you a template as well that actually took us a lot of hours to develop, so it's worth a lot of money. I'm gonna share with you free, so that's also a lead magnet for you guys to stay until the end of the workshop. And of course, if you want to know more about our service, just book a call with us. First thing to talk about, what is the situation on the market right now? We were speaking earlier with Oleg. I think it's getting like mainframe, or it's a lot of people that start doing commenting, because it's not enough right now to just send messages through LinkedIn to start conversations, or to get meetings from your leads. Right now, you need to nurture as well your leads. And in this case, if you're nurturing your leads through comments, let's say you can publish 5 comments on leads per day, because it's really time consuming to have a filtering process to check all the comments that are interesting for your topics from the leads that are qualified, and then craft really personalized and effective comments to nurture those leads. That can take you a lot of time. But if you're doing it with an automated tool like Extrovert that can help you to create that feed, that is help. I mean, it can help you to also create the personalized comment. In that same process, you will be able to comment with the same time to 50 leads. And if you're not doing that and your competitor is doing that, probably you will notice that they will start getting higher conversion rates. And the cost for you guys is going to be that you're slipping away a lot of leads and you're leaving money on the table because you're not just implementing this process here. So today we're going to share you some secrets on how to do that and how you can use Extrovert for that too. The good thing is that now you have access to tools like Extrovert and Clay to be able to craft the list, to qualify lists, and in that way you will be able to increase the conversion rates of your campaigns. So, for instance, creating comments would be way easier than creating a post. I mean, you can comment 50 leads posts in one day, but first of all, it's gonna take you more time to create LinkedIn posts probably, and it's not positive to post 50 posts per day. I mean, it will be really awkward to post 50 posts per day. But for comment, you can do that, and each comment can reach a lot of audience. As well, your prospect will receive a notification on their feed that you are commenting on their post. So they're gonna pay attention of your profile, who you are. And also, it's a great way to capture attention. And when you receive a comment back, you can start a conversation or a follow-up message. And that's what we're gonna talk about it today.
I have also a product request for Oleg by the end of the session.
Oh, cool. Yeah, please bring it up. I also wanted to say a little thing about how it is an untapped opportunity for now. So I was actually doing the outreach for us yesterday, and basically my hypothesis was that okay, I will take CEOs and founders from the US who do post on LinkedIn, like I'm using the SalesNet filter, and I will filter them in Clay by how much do they comment. Like my idea was I will look at people who comment already a lot and offer them Extrovert. A short question for you. Out of 20K people that post on LinkedIn with my criteria, how many of them left more than 10 comments by recent 10 days? Within the recent 10 days, more than 10 comments. It's not a lot, right? It's just one comment per day. How many do you think? Like drop your drop your ideas in the chat. Like, what's the percentage of people who are CEOs, who are on LinkedIn, who are posting, who are consistently commenting? Like, what's the percentage?
Leave it in the chat. We're gonna review it. 50%,
50%?
says Sarah. I would say 15%.
15%, yeah.
10%, says Alec.
So it's out of 20,000 people, it was 500 people who left more than 10 comments within the last 10 days. So it's less than 2%, 2.5% of people are actually commenting. And many of them were like commenting their buddies. They're like, great job of getting the new role or whatever. And many of them were like really badly automated. Like you can tell that it's really like some automated AI tool. So I just wanted to say that it's an opportunity that is missed right now, and I think that it's going to be used more and more. But right now, you can stand out. It was CEOs, yes, CEOs and founders, small companies below 50 people, tech companies, SaaS, US based. So that was my
That's a
criteria.
great insight. That's a great insight to understand the behavior of the audience here. All right, we have a lot of market to cover. Well, what is our kind of commandment here for, applying automation is that probably there are a lot of tasks that you are doing manually right now that if you're not automating it, you're leaving money on the table because all the time that you are spending right now to do these manual things, or in this case, like you mentioned, Oleg, probably you are not doing it because it takes too much time. You're leaving money on the table. So if you start doing it automatically, you will be able to increase the revenue, and also you will recover the time that you're spending on those cases that you can spend on other tasks that can be more effective to convert. So, for instance, if you are, let's say, manually comment on leads and take you 20% of your time that you spend on LinkedIn per day, and you recover that time, you will be able to invest that time in high value interactions that are going to be related to help you nurture your leads properly, creating more content that is going to be engaging with your leads, and so on. So this type of automation solutions, in this case, is not publishing the comment for you automatically, but it's selecting a filter down the post to monitor and also creating the comments so you can just approve will help you to increase the amount of leads that you can process per month. So that's kind of the insight here every time when we spoke about automation. And today we're gonna cover a really specific challenge, that is how to nurture high qualified leads in LinkedIn automatically. So in order to do that, what you need is to, let's say, I want to nurture leads that are connected with me because they would be the ones that I am already engaged before, and probably they will be ready to buy sometime, but they are not ready to buy in the same moment. So first of all, you need to qualify those first degree connections that you have or your team have on LinkedIn as well. Then you need to monitor their recent LinkedIn posts. You need to comment on their posts, and then you can track the engagement on your comments and send messages from reactions on your comments. So think about, if you are some of those leads, you are starting receiving comments on your post, and then in some comments that you notice that this guy is commenting on my post. That's really cool. Let's drop a like. Let's comment back on that comment. Probably that's a good indicator for you that lead is also aware of who you are and probably have already clicked on your profile and notice who you are. So that's a great moment to start a conversation with those leads. So if you want to do it manually, probably will take you a lot of time. Today, I'm gonna show you how you can automate this process. And in order to do that, you will need Clay, Extrovert, Get Sales, and Prospect. So to be able to handle all that, since the process seems really complex, you will need to have an orchestrator tool. That's why Clay took place in this workflow. In Clay, you can source, in this case, for instance, leads that are connected with you. You can source triggers that can be people reacting to your comments, and it can be also comments as well. So you can source many databases and then enrich it and find more information about it, process it to qualify it, and then integrate it. So in one tool, you will be able to orchestrate all your solution. That's why Clay is so important in this workflow. Now, why extrovert? So in our example here, extrovert is going to help you to automate this feed of post of your qualified leads, because it's going to track only the leads that you select, and you can use their filters that use AI to actually send you only the posts that are related to the topic that you want to monitor, not all the posts. And also automate the comment creation, and also after you approve the comments, you can schedule them to run. So Oleg, please add anything that I'm missing here, but I think that Extrovert is a really cool tool, really useful for this process and for nurturing, and as you mentioned, to any other use cases. But here's
I think
your chance.
I think it's pretty much it. The only thing probably I would like to say is that we recently shipped a new feature that is called silent prospects. So we currently can reach indirectly prospects that don't post on LinkedIn, because sometimes people tell us that this is a challenge because depending on who you sell to, some people don't post on LinkedIn, right? But you still can target them. And how we do it is we actually track who they follow. So let's say you have a prospect, your prospect don't post, but they reacted to some other people's post from their network, like it can be their work buddies or just LinkedIn friends or whatever, anybody. So as you know, the algorithm will show them more of those posts. And if you go and comment on those posts, you will be indirectly seen by those people. This strategy is not suited very well for high volume, very broad nurturing. So for high volume, it's better to use the direct approach when you comment directly on their posts. But if you have a VIP accounts, if you sell to enterprise, this might be a really good opportunity for you to stand out.
That's true. That's true. So that's another cool feature that you have on Clay. Just to let you know, they are releasing new features month after month. So probably next month they will have a lot of new cool features as well to tell you. Um, all right. So if you want to start using Extrovert as well, Oleg kindly extend a 50% discount in the first month for the ones that want to start using it. I actually gonna send you the link after the call as well, so you can start using it as well. All right. So first thing to do, if you need to qualify leads, I mean, let's say you have your first degree connections on LinkedIn, and you need to start qualify them. First of all, you need to download your first degree connections. You can do it by going to LinkedIn, going to settings and your data privacy, and you can select to get your data from LinkedIn. That's a really easy step that probably most of the people don't know, but it's really effective because on your LinkedIn connection, you might find a lot of leads that probably you weren't aware they were there. So first thing to get is that CSV file. And then if you want to do it manually, you need to review this CSV and find each profile and then click on each profile and try to qualify them. And then working on that spreadsheet to check if that lead is qualified, the company is qualified, and it can take a lot of time for you. That's why if you have it in Clay, let me show you here. We have an example of a table that start from first degree connections. So you have the same table if you download it from LinkedIn, like the first name, last name, URL of that profile, the company name, the position, and the time that you connected with that lead. Now, if you want to qualify those leads, first of all, you need to have more information about those leads. So in Clay, you have the possibility to enrich data that you lack on the CSV that you have. So one enrichment that is really useful that we always suggest to use is Prospeo find work email and enrich person from LinkedIn URL. Because this enrichment will not only give you all the LinkedIn information from the profile, but also the company information. And also, if they found the email, they will return you the email. So if you compare it with, for instance, enrich profile, which is the native integration from Clay to LinkedIn, it will only return you the profile of that person. It won't return you the company, neither the email. So that's why Prospeo, even using Create Credits, is going to be a really useful tool to get you that data for you. So after you select the enrichment here, you need to map the precise column that has the profile information, the LinkedIn profile. And you can set up here any filters like you like for instance, in this case, you can use the connected with date, or you can use the company name to filter them down. In this case, I'm not interested in filtering anything, just wanted to enrich a bunch of them so we can qualify them. So you just click on continue here. You don't have to select any fields right now because you can map it later. So let's click on save and run for 10 rows so you can check out the result. And now Clay is going to create for you a column that's going to be integrated into it's going to be an API to Prospeo, and it's going to send that API call to Prospeo, and it's going to return you the data here for you to check. If you click on any cell, you will notice that you have all their profile information, like the summary, skills, you have the education, work experience, even the email in some cases. Let's call Prospeo email so we can create a new column with the Prospeo email. And what I'm interested in is the job title. That's actually a headline. And I can be interested also in the location of that lead. So let's say, okay, Argentina. So after selecting those fields, you're going to create in Clay the columns that you need to be able to qualify. So in this case, I want to qualify leads that are in the United States and they don't have, let's say, they're not working. Sorry, they are decision makers in the company. So to do that, there are two ways of doing that. One way is to using the formula feature that actually it's a great way to find information that is Boolean or that has some keywords in it, so you can check if that keyword is in that cell or not. But this formula feature is not able to process data as an AI. For instance, it's not going to read the full job title and analyze if the job title is a decision maker or not. It's just gonna find keywords, it's gonna find information if it's true or not. So for this case in particular, it's useful to check if they are located in the United States, because that's something fixed that we know that the location should have to be able to qualify. So we can describe here something like print true only if, then you have location, you map the location, I think was location, maybe name it differently, country. If country, that's the column with the country, contains United States. So here you can generate a new checkbox here to finally qualify if they are on that country. So if they are in Argentina, for instance, it's false, Germany is false, Saudi Arabia is false, but United States is true. So for these cases, using formulas will be really effective, and it's free on Clay. So that's also really interesting. Let's run here another 90 rows so we can have more data to also qualify. Now, if I want to qualify the job title to understand if they are decision makers, since in here we have the headline, actually, this is LinkedIn headline. In some cases, in the headline, we don't have like all the job title, or we have a lot of words that are describing the title, but they are not actually them. So in those cases, you can use AI to be able to read the full headline and analyze it for you and return you the results. So you can create a new column here, use AI, and this new feature in Clay that's called Generate gives you the possibility to just describe what you want to do, and it's going to create the full prompt for you to analyze. So analyze, in this case, analyze this headline, a LinkedIn profile.
I didn't know
Map
that they have this. It's a new one. It's a prompt for prompt.
It's a prompt for prompt. Yeah, it's a mamushka of prompts.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's really useful. I mean, to start with a new prompt, if you don't have anything built before, it's really useful because it creates like a full prompt with all the best practices in prompting, and then you can improve it. So analyze this headline in this case. Oh, sorry. And determine if this person is a decision maker in the company. So I can describe anything that you would like here, and also output the format I would like the format. Output true if it is a decision maker, else false. And if I click on continue, here you're gonna see that the new feature here in Clay is gonna select the use case. It's gonna select the model as well. In this case, I'm not satisfied with that model. I can rerun this prompt anyways, and then we have the full prompt here to check. In this case, you're gonna see here that we have 3 possible use cases. The first one is gonna be a Clayjet, which is a scraper plus AI. The second one is gonna use AI to generate images, and the third one is gonna use AI to just analyze the content that you have on the table. Since in this case, I just want to analyze the content that I have on the table, I select the create or modify content, and finally, I can have here the fields format that I like. That is, this new column is going to be called is decision maker, and it's going to be a true or false column. So if I'm satisfied with the result here, in this case we have everything. LinkedIn headline seems great. You can save. Oh, one thing that I'm missing is you can actually select the model here.
Really good prompt. Was previously spending like a lot of time crafting this prompt. This can take like several hours, seriously.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Prompting is not an easy task, and it can take you many times to iterate it until you're satisfied with it. In this case, we are not going to spend a lot of time reviewing the prompt, but you should. I mean, if you're creating your new table, you should review the prompt each step and agree with the format of it. So in this case, let's save it and run. And you're gonna see that this new column is gonna be created. So let's drag and drop to order the table. Here you have one that is a decision maker, the other ones were a decision maker list from this prompt. Of course, I will always suggest you to check the results manually, at least the first 10 or 50 rows, to assess the quality of the result before scaling it. In this case, I'm going to show you how to do it, but we're not going to spend time assessing the quality of it. But let's run for the other rows as well. Okay, so now it's running for the 100 leads that we have enriched, and we have a checkbox that tell us if they are a decision maker. As well, we have another that is telling us if they are in the United States. So now we can create a new formula to output, let's say output true if, and you have the two columns here, is true, and the new column that we created from the location is true, else false. So here you are able to create a new qualification process. And right now, let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4 from 100 leads that we have enriched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, almost 20 leads that you can actually filter by selecting filters here, going to that new column and mark that is checked. So we have 16 leads from 100 leads that we that we enriched. So we were able to qualify those first degree connections. Now, the next stage we're going to be monitor the recent LinkedIn posts. So in order to do that, you need to start using Extrovert to send those leads and start monitoring them. So I'm going to share with you how it looks like in Extrovert, the setup. So you're going to see how it works. But we won't have enough time to upload the CSV and wait until they have all their leads processed and so on. So anyways, there are two ways of doing that. One is downloading the CSV of these leads right here. And in this way, it's going to be manually, and you can do it just once. And then if you want to do it again, you need to do it again. Or Extrovert has just released a new feature that is an API endpoint that you can send those leads and automate this table to start sending all those leads into Extrovert into the correct campaign. In this case, in order to be able to do that, you will need to have the campaign ID, the list ID, and your Extrovert API key. So I think I have here the template, but anyways, I won't be able to. Yeah, that's the template. I won't be able to do this correct settings right now because it's going to require me to create a new campaign and so on. So just going to show you how it works. Here, you will have in the template the API endpoint, and you will have here the profile URL. And here you will need to change the prospect list and the campaign ID with the exact campaign ID and prospect for your case. And here you need to put your API key. So let's assume this is correct. If I save it, I'm going to create a new column here that if I click here, it's going to sending that lead into a campaign in Extrovert. And it works. It really works. I promise you. But you need to customize and get that data for you. All right. In Extrovert, what we're going to see here is that all those leads that you're going to be created are going to be landing in a specific campaign. This is David Field campaign into a specific list. So you can create many lists. Each lead can have a list, can have different purposes. For instance, can be from different sources, whatever. I mean, that can help you to manage it internally. So then all those leads that are going to be landing in that campaign, if you go into feed, all those posts from those lists are going to be appearing here. So you will be able to monitor all those leads that are interesting for you. And Extrovert will select the post as well from the post category here that you can select as a filter. As well, you can use here AI match topics that in this case, Extrovert will read the full post and tag the post using your own personalized tagging system. So let's say I want to only see posts that are related to GTM. I can have like a tag for GTM only. So if I apply this filter, it's going to show me only the posts that are related to GTM. So as you can see here, in this case, it's, I mean, the keyword is here, but in some cases, they don't have the keyword, but you know it's talking about the GTM. And as well, you're going to have here that the precise comment to customize it and post. So let's say I like the comment, I can approve it, and it's going to post the exact comment here that you're going to see here. Or you can customize the comment here to make it more to your tone. And it's, in this case, it's gonna the AI will learn upon your insights that you introduce to the system, and it will craft better comments each time. So you will solve this issue of monitor recent LinkedIn posts and also comment on their posts that if you're doing it manually, it can take you several hours to do it. So that's really, really useful. I don't know, Oleg, if you want to add anything else, but this is a strong use case here for nurturing leads.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, what I wanted to say that I think the most useful filter that I use personally is called the engagement frequency. Basically, for different types of leads, you can have your different desired frequency of your touch point. So if it's your active deals, you want to be rather frequent, like 2 times per week. But if it's your not now deals, or maybe some deals that you want to nurture, or just some people that you want to stay in touch but you don't want to be too intrusive, you can go with once per 2 months or once per 1 month. And what this filter will do is, if you comment once, it will hide the person from your feed. So say David is in my list for monthly touch points and he posts once per day, right? If I comment on everything that he posts, I will be like a stalker, right? But if I comment today, he will disappear for a month, and then after that he will appear again, and the cycle will continue. So I think this one is um, pretty useful.
Yeah, that's actually a great insight. You can also select how many comments you left, and in the campaign itself, you can customize the settings um, to to have a delay between comments. So you won't be posting comments each day, and it can seem so awkward and weird. But you can customize it to have like a spread between comments.
Yeah, that works for every person. So if, for example, I see 3 posts from David and I approve all 3 of them, they will not get posted on LinkedIn like right away. But if you apply a delay with 3 days, the first post will go out today, the second post will go out in 3 days. So it's kind of you approve at once, but you have more touch points.
Yeah. So okay, now with Extrovert, we were able to solve this monitoring their recent LinkedIn posts and also comment on their posts. Now let's track engagement to your comments. I mean, if you're posting comments, you can also analyze how are your comments performing. As well, you can analyze who is reacting to your comments. So in order to do that, we have prepared this table that is track comments here that you can just put your LinkedIn URL. Let's say you are commenting with your LinkedIn account. And this is an API solution, a scripting solution that will scrap recent comments. In this case, from my profile, the latest 40 comments. So then I can send those comments into another table to analyze it. If you click on Take Action List, reach each item to new row in our table, you can select the new table that we set up to be comment alerts here. And here you can select which data you want to send. I mean, it is the 40 comments that we scraped here. So let's run it and send those comments into that new table here. And in this new table, you're gonna see that these new comments are gonna be appearing here. Let's wait a bit. Okay, I'm seeing. Oh, I have a filter. Sorry. Okay, now I'm seeing all the comments that I did on LinkedIn. So I'm able to also check if, let's say, I did a comment and then that lead react to my comment or comment on my comment. And we'll be able to know now how effective are our comments, and we will be able to also monitor the engagement of our comments to send those leads into a campaign. So in order to do that, we have, first of all, we have mapped all the information that we have from that enrichment. That is the comment URL, the comment link, the post link, the comment text, the profile that I have commented, that is my profile as well. And then we have here the post author, and we have the profile author. And now what we want to do is enrich the post information to find if that author comment or comment back, or react to or comment back. So in order to do that, first of all, I don't want to enrich all their posts, only the ones that are from leads that are not in my blacklist. Because in some cases, you are commenting on people that are in your team member. Like Oleg said, most of the use case of 2% of those CEOs that were commenting on their own team members. So you don't want to, make a reach out process to those team members. So you need to send them out of this list. So first of all, you need to have like a blacklist here. That would be another table with a list of all your LinkedIn blacklist, all the people that you don't want to reach out to. And then use this feature called lookup for single row to look for that blacklist. Same normalize your LinkedIn URL that you have in this table. So if they are in both table, it will bring you back the records. Like in this case, in those cases, all those leads are in my blacklist. So I'm not going to enrich those posts. But the ones that are not in my blacklist, I'm going to use this other Apify actor to scrape their replies to my comments. And if I have a comment on my comment, in this case, this is a reply, I comment something and this person comment 100%. David, my name, and 100%. And here we have another one. Thank you. So this is just for the latest 40 comments, but you can scrape, more comments anytime. Happy to help. All those comments can be triggers for you. So you need to analyze the sentiment of them. So in order to do that, you can use an AI to read the comment on your comment. And if that comment is positive, in this case it's empty because it's okay, but it can be also used as a signal. Let's change this to positive. Oh, sorry, it's positive. Then this will allow you to normalize the LinkedIn URL using normalize the name of that lead using this use AI. This is a prompt that read the full name of that lead and change the format of it so you can use it in a sequence. And finally, it's gonna create for you a follow-up DM that you can send through LinkedIn. As well, you can automate to send that message through Get Sales, and you can send you an alert on Slack so you can follow it. So I know that this seems really complex, so I'm going to stop here. And just a quick recap, we have been able to send those comments to automate, the qualification process, and leads to a comment system, then comment, and then track their comments back. So we use many tools and we orchestrate that in Clay, and we are able to save a lot of time doing that. And you are able to nurture your first degree connection and position yourself as a thoughtful leader. So by deploying this, you will be able to master some tools in AI field, I'd say, and you can become a market leader. If you want to have a call with us to assess the process, Marco's gonna send the link here in the chat so you can book it as well. We're gonna reach out to you after the meeting. But let's address any question that you have. So we have 5 minutes to address any questions related to the topic. All right, really complex workflow though, but it's really powerful. And if you have it running on autopilot, you will notice that a lot of new opportunities will come up after you start commenting on leads, and you don't even need to write them. In some cases, when you are commenting on their post, they will write you back and they will tell you, hey, thank you for your comment, or they will continue the conversation that you drop on that. So this is why this automation is really useful. What models would you use to respond to inbound leads? To send messages that comment on your post if you're active. Okay. So if they're commenting on your post, what you can do is select a different enrichment in Apify that scrape your posts, and then there is another enrichment that if you have a list of all your posts, you can enrich all the comments that you have received on those posts. And it's going to be kind of a waterfall of tables. So the first table is going to bring you all of your posts. The second table is going to bring you all, you will have all of your posts, and you're going to bring you all the reactions or comments. And then you can send those reactions or comments to a third table in which you can qualify the comment depending if they have comment you the keyword that you want to monitor. Let's say if a keyword for getting you the lead magnet. How's different than Phantom Buster? Okay, so Apify, you can use Phantom Buster as well, but Apify runs without your LinkedIn credentials, so it's way safer. Okay, the link I'm gonna send you today. If you start using Extrovert, let us know. Join our Slack community as well. If you are able to give us any feedback on that, send the link to the Slack. Yeah, let me find it as well.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's the link. Yeah, thanks,
Oleg, you want
guys.
to add
It
anything else?
was really cool. So my question is, how long do you comment on usually, like on your network before you give up, basically?
That's a great question. Right now, we have two campaigns that we're using to comment. The first one is using comment to warm up leads prior to connecting. So in this case, comment for almost 2 weeks, I would say 10 days. And then we wait. If they connected right away, we end the automation there. But if, then we wait another 10 days. So we keep commenting for, I would say, 20 days if they haven't connected with us yet. That'll be one workflow. And the other one is for re-engagement. People that are already connected with us and we want to keep maintaining a conversation and nurture them. So in that case, we comment for 10 days. We send them a free sequence of messages for another 2 weeks. So that would be another 15 days. So that would be 25 days. And then we remove them from that list and wait for 20 days. And then we send it to that list again. So every time we comment it back again. So if you have any feedback here, you can, we are open to try different things as well. Comment strategy is way better than LinkedIn DMs. Yeah. Both are useful. You cannot, I haven't seen converting a lead into a meeting through comments. It can be possible. You need to do it through DMs probably. But commenting is really, really effective for nurturing. It's way more effective than messages.
I also heard I was talking to one user of ours, and he's a cold caller. So he really is into the cold calls. But what he said was pretty interesting for me, because usually people who do cold calls, they are not into LinkedIn too much. But he's using Extrovert, and he was saying that I'm warming them up with comments. And when I get a reaction, I call them. I don't DM them, but I call them. But what he said to me is that even if I don't know if it's better for them, like do they know me or they don't, but I feel more confident because I know that they paid attention to me because they dropped a like or they replied to me, and it gives me more confidence to just call them because it's not so cold already.
That's true.
You have an interaction, at least like a small
one. We call that warm calling, and you can use that for many. Yeah, there are many triggers that you can use for that. For instance, cold email as well is really useful when you're launching like to a big list. Every time you receive a reply, you can warm call them, and you're gonna feel more powerful because you already know who you are. We have another question for you, Oleg. What other industries or use cases stand out?
We currently see 4 major use cases. I will drop the knowledge base article in the chat. So 2 of them are more like about brand building, and 2 of them are more about sales. So with brand building, what you can do is You can comment on influencers to get eyeballs on your profile. Basically, that's what Mike just said, right? So some of my comments get more eyeballs than my posts. The same for me as well. The second strategy is building your mutual support cycle. So basically, you get for example, I comment all the time on guys' posts, right? When Mark posts, when David's posts, I try to comment, and they try to do the same with my posts. So we kind of, support each other. And it's much easier to do with Extrovert because in my list there are 100 creators that are in my friendly list. So there are those two, which are for visibility. And for sales, there are two that the guys already mentioned. So the first one is warm up before you reach out. And the second one is the one that we talked about today, which is nurture your existing, network or pipeline or everything else. So you can connect it with your CRM or, any other source of leads that you want to warm up.
Nice. I have a feature request, Oleg, that I think is going to be a game changer. I was going to say viral post monitoring, like when we are monitoring a list of creators or prospects that post on LinkedIn, and we observe through these scraping technologies that their post is going viral, and that we like have like a notification to go and comment on that post. Um, I've I've seen that when a post gets viral because of controversy, especially, and you respond to that hot take on the comment thread, your comment gets like 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 views, depending on how viral the post goes. But it's really like a specific like time window opportunity that allows you to be right next to the viral post.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Thanks for the suggestion. We should build that. That's pretty cool. We'll build that. That's interesting. Also, we will be building the just the listening for some topic in the LinkedIn as a whole. So currently, we only tag posts within your audience. So you can specify a specific topic like you showed today, but only within your leads, right? Within your audience. But we have on the roadmap a feature where you can listen to a specific topic throughout the LinkedIn. Thanks everybody. Bye bye.
Well,
Have a good one.